morning from a very windy Guadalupe Mountains National Park in Texas. We just parked at the trailhead and there is a high wind warning for today. Not sure how good you could read this, but it says west winds 35 to 50 miles per hour with gusts up to 75 miles per hour. So wish us luck.
We're gonna die.
It's 8 o'clock on the dot. We're getting started up Guadalupe Peak, which is the highest point in Texas. The elevation of this hike, we're going to gain about 3,000 feet of elevation, and it's 8.4 miles. The elevation at the top of Guadalupe Peak is 8,751 feet, so the wind at the top is going to be pretty crazy, but right now we have pretty sunrise views on the way up, so that makes it better. The temperature is in the 30s right now. It's December 28th, but the wind is definitely making it feel a lot colder than 30s. I can't feel my fingers or my toes right now. We just hit 1 mile, so we're roughly a quarter of the way to the top. It took us about 40 minutes so far. I'm finally starting to warm up. Not sure if it's the sun or just us hiking, but definitely a little bit warmer now. We're making our way slowly but surely. Not sure if you can see it, but the parking lot is all the way down there. So we've come a decent way so far. Trails. This is the #1 ranked trail in Guadalupe Mountains National Park, and I can see why, because the views are pretty epic. It's also ranked as difficult, and I can also understand that. But so far so good. Just wish this wind would die down a little bit. I really hope that you guys can hear the wind on the boat. It's hard to walk in a straight line. This is insane. About 2 miles in, so we're halfway to the top. Woo! This wind is crazy! We just passed a hiker who was on his way down, and he said he didn't make it to the peak because it was too windy, so that made me a little bit nervous, but we're gonna keep trekking. We are determined to make it to the top. We just passed 2 more hikers who are on their way down. feel like this is making me more determined. We got this, come on!
All right, so we just ran into somebody else who was a lot more positive than the other two people and said that although the wind is bad, it is doable, and he gave us a couple of hints how to make it to the top a little bit quicker, a more direct route. So it had something to do with a horse trail, so hopefully we could find it, but fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Let's do this! Pretty close to the top. We're definitely feeling the elevation now. I have asthma, so a little harder to breathe. We passed 2 more people on the way down that made it to the top, so giving us hope, but everybody that made it to the top said it's pretty hard to stand when you get there, so this should be pretty interesting. I have never felt wind like this in my entire life. I literally have to keep stopping and grabbing onto a rock so I don't fall over. This is insane.
Michelle's actually having a hard time walking.
Oh my god. I'm still gonna get blown off this mountain.
There it is. We are at the top of Guadalupe Mountain.
Woo! We did it! Up. This is crazy.
Apologize for the shaky camera. This was definitely well worth it. God, we're sitting well up the mountain. We successfully
successfully did it. We made it to the highest peak in Texas. That was definitely the most intense wind we have ever experienced. There were wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour at the top. It was actually hard to stand, but I'm really proud of us right now. The wind is still pretty crazy, so I think we're gonna put the camera away so we can focus on getting down safely. But when we make it to the bottom, we're gonna try to do the Devil's Hall Trail. So we'll see you on the next trail. So I know I said I wasn't gonna get any videos on the way down, but I just need to point out that Gary is high on life right now. He's like giddy. Whenever he sees people, he's like, yeah, you're almost there. Keep going.
You got this.
Good morning.
Life coach now.
Like, I feel like Gary is like, Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? It's hysterical.
Follow me for hiking in my
It's hysterical. Okay, putting the camera away for real this time. We'll see you guys on the Devil's Hall Trail. All right, we took a quick bathroom and snack break after Guadalupe Peak, and now we are headed out on the Devil's Hall Trail. It's 4.2 miles round trip, and it's rated as moderate, and this is the #2 ranked trail in Guadalupe Mountains National Park, according to All Trails. We are hurting right now. It's gonna be a slow go, but hopefully it'll be worthwhile. I forgot to say when we finished, but Guadalupe Peak took us about 6 hours to do. This one is estimated to take 2 to 3, so we'll see how it goes. This trail only has an elevation gain of 577 feet, which is nothing compared to the 3,000 foot elevation gain we just did on Guadalupe Peak. Lots of rock scrambling. Pretty sure we're walking through the Devil's Hallway now. I'm gonna try to do this without dropping the GoPro. This is pretty cool. One of the comments on All Trails that we read said that when you think you got to the Devil's Hall, go a little further, and then you got to the Devil's Hall. So I think we could see it up ahead. We're almost there. Excellent sign. But I think what it's trying to tell us is that we are officially at Devil's Hall. This is amazing. our way back now. It took about an hour and 10 minutes to get to Devil's Hall. We're very excited to get back and get some food and some rest. Today was a long day of hiking, but we saw some incredible sights. I definitely don't regret doing any of this. We did it! Guadalupe Peak and Devil's Hall Trail. Our legs are officially dead, but wow, what an epic day at Guadalupe Mountains National Park. I'm not sure how accurate the iPhone health app is, but according to this, I took 36,808 steps today, 3.9 miles, and 431 floors. I would say I definitely earned my dinner.
Okay, we're all for well-deserved beer. We just did Guadalupe Peak and Devil's Hall, and tomorrow we're going to Big Bend National Park. So thank you for tagging along, and we'll see you on the next adventure.